Welcome to the 61st episode of Kanga Crypto News, your go-to source for fast and trustworthy updates in the world of crypto. I'm Kuba, and as always, I'm bringing you the latest and most important stories. As always, later in this episode, I will go over the rules of our competition where you will be able to win some KNG tokens, and I'll also reveal the winner from the last week's round. But before we proceed, please remember that all the information in Kanga Crypto News is carefully compiled by our expert Kanga analysts using reliable sources. Please note, however, that this is not an investment advice. New Kanga Crypto News episodes are released every week on Friday. If you want to stay informed about the most crucial developments in the crypto world, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an important update. Now, let's get started. The US SEC has acknowledged BlackRock's amendment to its Ethereum ETF filing, which would allow in-kind creation and redemption. This mechanism lets authorized participants exchange Ethereum directly for ETF shares without triggering capital gains tax, potentially improving liquidity and lowering costs. The SEC is currently seeking public comment on the proposal before making a decision. The amendment also includes the addition of Anchorage Digital as a custodian alongside Coinbase, and a name change to iShares Ethereum Trust ETF. On the same day, the Ethereum saw a record $45 million daily inflow, coinciding with a 2% Ethereum price rise to 2.5K. Canary Capital has amended its Solana ETF application, renaming it Canary Marinade Solana ETF to reflect the new staking partnership with Marinade Finance. The amendment signals shifting regulatory openness towards staking in ETFs. Despite previous delays, analysts predict 90% chance of approval by Q4, with the final SEC deadline set for October 10th. Solana is seen as a commodity with regulated futures market, improving its odds. At publication, the Solana price had climbed past $170, reaching $171 and showing over 2% daily gains. President Trump declared U.S. dominance in crypto via Truth Social and announced a high-profile crypto dinner in Virginia for top holders of his Trump meme coin, including Justin Sun. Trump emphasized his vision for the U.S. as the global crypto leader, referencing the country's 198,000 bitcoins reserve, larger than China's. He proposed forming a strategic Bitcoin reserve and praised congressional momentum behind the Genius Act for crypto regulation. Meanwhile, Democrats proposed the Stop Trump in Crypto Act to curb political crypto involvement, citing Trump's alleged ties to USD1 and the World Liberty Financial. Outgoing CFTC Commissioner Summer Merzinger hinted at potential U.S. approval of crypto perpetual futures amid advancing regulation. Merzinger emphasized the need to bring this tradition back onshore and acknowledged offshore dominance by platforms like Binance and Bybit. While no timeline was given, the move aligns with Senate progress on the Genius Act and the push for stablecoin legislation. The CFTC remains cautious due to consumer protection concerns and recent internal staffing issues. CME has begun experimenting with futures like XRP, indicating institutional appetite for perpetual contracts despite regulatory hurdles. Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has acquired 4,020 bitcoins worth $427 million between May 19th to 25th at an average price of $106,000 per coin. The company's total Bitcoin holdings now stand at 580,250, valued at $40.61 billion. Representing nearly 3% of the circulating supply. Michael Saylor confirmed the purchase and 16.8% Bitcoin yield year to date. Funded through ATM equity and preferred stock offerings, the acquisition signals ongoing institutional faith in Bitcoin. Strategy's stock dropped 7% post-announcement, while global firms in Brazil, Asia, and the Middle East increasingly follow its Bitcoin treasury model. Trump Media and Technology Group plans a $2.5 billion private placement to expand its Bitcoin holdings, issuing $1.5 billion in common stock and $1 billion in convertible notes. Around 50 institutional investors are participating. CEO Devin Nunes calls Bitcoin a financial freedom instrument and aims to integrate Bitcoin into Truth Social's payments and tokens. The company has partnered with Crypto.com and Anchorage Digital for custody. This follows a broader trend of public firms like Strategy investing in Bitcoin. Bitcoin rose past 110K following the announcement, while Trump media stocks saw mixed trading. BNB Chain has activated the Maxwell HardFork on its testnet, reducing block time to 0.75 seconds and enabling 16 consecutive block productions. The upgrade enhances scalability, supports broader adoption, and targets sectors like DeFi and GameFi. Transaction activity on BNB Chain surged 49% this week, with 100 billion DEX volume surpassing Ethereum and Solana. New stablecoins like USD1 have also expanded on the chain. Analyst CryptoRand sees BNB price heading towards $720, currently trading at $660. Key resistance lies at $690, $730, with short-term support at $660 and long-term support near $515. President Trump has delayed the implementation of 50% tariff on EU goods from June 1st to July 9th, following a call from European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The decision allows more time for trade negotiations after raising tensions. Trump had previously criticized the EU as difficult to deal with, but now acknowledges von der Leyen's commitment to meaningful talks. The EU views the US as a key trade partner and aims to swiftly reach a deal. The extension was framed as a diplomatic gesture to preserve economic ties. Dubai Land Department has selected XRP Ledger to power its real estate tokenization initiative, allowing title deeds to be tracked on-chain. Partners include Priveco, Controlled, and Dubai Future Foundation. The program enables fractional ownership from AED 2000 via Priveco Mint, with over 3,000 investors already showing interest. Projections estimate $16 billion in real estate transactions through this system by 2033. XRPL was chosen for its speed, low fees, and regulatory compatibility. Ripple's prior investments in tokenized treasuries and stablecoins strengthens its position in institutional blockchain applications. SharpLink Gaming plans to make Ethereum its main treasury asset, raising $425 million for a private share sale involving Consensus, Verify Capital, Pantera, and Galaxy Digital. Consensus CEO Joseph Lubin will advise SharpLink on its Ethereum treasury strategy. This move reflects growing institutional demand for Ethereum following a 47.6% monthly price increase and a 3.6% surge to 2.6K after the announcement. Ethereum daily trading volume spiked by 61%, reaching $21.46 billion. Alongside ETF inflows and growing adoption, Ethereum appears on track for a rally toward 3K, fueled by rising corporate interest. That's all for the latest Kanga Crypto news, but before we wrap up, there is one more important announcement, and it's our competition, so you have a chance to win some KNG tokens.
So what's the best way to get some free KNG tokens? Just take part in the competition! Wow, you can do it too! Every week, you can win some KNG tokens for free. Pretty good, right? Good deal. We want that. So here's the results of our last week competition. We have... And we do not have a winner. However, don't worry. All the tokens that you could have won this week are going to be available in the next pool. So you make sure to participate. So, do you want to be the next winner? Here's how. Predict the Ethereum to USDT value that will appear on our exchange at 9 AM Central European Time on the day of the next Kanga Crypto News episode, every Friday. You can find the market link in the description below. So, submit your predictions in the following format. Hashtag Kanga Crypto News, the next episode number followed by your predicted value. To win, your guess must be the closest to the actual Ethereum value, but it cannot differ by more than 10 USDT in either direction. Does 10 USDT seem like a small margin to you? Well, you can increase it to 20 USDT if you leave an additional comment under the video that's unrelated to the contest. You can write anything you like for example, comment on any of the news. That's why you're here, right? That's why you're here. Every week, the winner will receive prize pool in KNG tokens equivalent to 10% of the likes on the latest Kanga Crypto News episode, plus any rollover KNG tokens from the previous competitions that have not had a winner. That's all free money, guys. Free money, free tokens. You want that? All you need to do is write a comment with your prediction and you can win. For more details, check the description below.
So did you enjoy the video? Give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest news. As always, stay informed and stay ahead in the blockchain world. See you next time.
Our Kanga, beyond crypto.